All right. So, what are you trying to focus on in these reviews? Anything you want me to look for?
So I kind of feel like, so I'm master like 200 LP right now, but that's like me mostly playing support. Like this is my meta for support because it changed from like passive shit to like thresh with ignite. Like you just have full control of the lane,
Mm-hmm.
and then so like when I'm playing support, it's like more consistent wins because I have more impact on the early game. But like when I play AD, I still feel like I'm having like a role crisis, and I don't know when to like be splitting for farm, and I'm like I prefer to play Ashe when I do play ADC just because like it's the easiest for me because like I'm so used to playing around vision and like always looking for picks and like I know what to do as a support. But like I feel like I get behind in farm so much because I'm grouping so much and looking for fights and I don't know like what I should be doing. Like I don't think my mechanics are like super bad on ADC or anything, but
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
like in this VOD replay, you're gonna see I'm pretty greedy. Like not for like farm or something, but like I just do some stupid plays. Just like I don't know my limits, just because like it's so new to me.
Fair. Fair. All right. I think I can help you with the farming thing at the very least. But
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I've had that issue too, and I recently like figured out a good method to get like the maximum amount of farm that I should be having. You know how you
yeah,
see like people are fighting and like, yet pros still have like 10 CS per 10 minutes.
yep,
Yeah, there's like a way to do that. And it involves like wave control. But anyways, that was a good
yeah.
trade.
That's what I was thinking it might be, but I don't know. It was just like it's so weird
So far,
because
so
it's like
good.
I like. Oh, do you want me to? Are you streaming this
Oh
so like I can
no.
watch along with you or?
Do you see I'm sharing on Skype?
Oh, you are. I did not see that. Oh, sweet. There we go.
All good. You can see everything's
Yep.
okay. Cool. Perfect.
Yeah, because like I had a decent trade against Biofrost there.
Yeah. Let's back it up. That was good. Like so far so good. Um, you also want to recognize what you want to do in the laning phase, right? Like what's the ideal situation, right? Like
Yeah.
Braum, Ashe versus Ezreal, Trundle. Probably want to push them in if you can.
Okay. Because like I feel like whenever I verse Ezreal, I take a little bit too much Q poke just for like no reason. Like so I've been trying to like stay behind minions and like walk with the waves a little bit more.
Okay. Okay.
But I kind of like get a little bit carried this game. But like I just kind of like am looking to like where I should be because I feel like I just because like on support you can just be like warding or something and then like you don't really have to worry about these things of like constantly getting farms. So like I just in the wrong spot as ADC all the time.
No,
I feel like
yeah, I got you. I got you. That makes sense. One thing to note though is be careful about using volley to last hit, right? Even though you are like getting CS, you can get that CS without having to use volley. Like if you use volley, you gotta hit him pretty much.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's like it might seem like a minor nitpick kind of thing, but
But if it happens
yeah,
consistently,
it's actually important for Ashe, because you only have like three abilities, right? Really, that
yeah,
hawk shot doesn't count as like a fighting ability. So compared to like Jin, it's like Jin W is very obvious when it's good or bad. You miss, it's bad. If you hit it, it's
yeah,
good, right? If you root someone, even better. Ashe volley, it just seems like you can just use it whenever, but it's got like a super long cooldown. So
yeah,
be careful when using that to farm volley. Um, oh, this is gonna be good. Like that was perfect, right? Volley auto attack.
yeah. I don't know why
Absolutely.
my Braum walked back in though. That was he
Yeah,
took a little damage and then
this is awkward. Okay, let's back it up.
so I don't know if I was supposed to just keep committing. Like I felt like we had a decent trade and we should have backed off because Braum's shield was going down. Because like I don't know.
When you get to this point, when you do the volley auto attack, it's done, right? You can't chase, right? Chasing
Yeah,
is bad.
that's
This Braum doesn't have enough health. You guys just back off. This is his mistake, right? So it's
yeah.
not really your fault. But
Because I have to blow heal. I think
yeah.
because he keeps
But
going.
I think
Yeah,
you're
see,
too far
I
forward
walked.
here.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Honestly, at the end of the day, it's like okay, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. It's
Yeah,
just that wasn't you at all. So it's good. You should recognize that this is just Braum doing something. Probably chasing too hard, right? I think you know that. Like so
yeah,
far so good. It's just when you play this lane, you wanna like you were getting pushed in earlier. It's how do I explain this? Okay, so for AD carry, one of the most important things is knowing where you want the wave during the lane, right? So
yeah,
do
yeah,
you want it pushed in? Do you want it in the middle, or do you want to just like get all the last hits you can? So against Ezreal is always gonna want to like Ezreal can do all three, but he's really happy if he can push in for free. So
Yeah. 'Cause he wants to get the early back for tier, right?
not necessarily. It's more like um, Ezreal has good control over the lane if he starts to push off, because he can start like throwing out Qs, and he can bait out ganks because he can just arcane shift away, right?
Yeah.
It's
Just
not
draw
necessarily like it's yeah, exactly, draw pressure, right? So your goal is also to draw pressure, since they don't really have like a Blitzcrank or a Thresh. Like, Trundle Pillar is like really dangerous for you in a gank, but as long as you stay away from that, Braum can just jump to you if he goes for Braum, right? So you guys
Yeah.
want this is
That's
this
why
is
I'm
the
like
ideal
kind of
situation.
greedy to like walk up because I have no idea where Lee Sin is.
Oh, yeah,
Because
this
I
is
see his
awkward.
top side is cleared too, and so I'm just like, I don't know if like I should be walking up.
Yeah, watch out for that. When in doubt, okay, so it's like AD carry is all about staying alive, right? It's like
Yeah.
it's actually not about doing damage. It's about applying pressure to the enemy team and being useful. So you have to recognize like what kills you, right?
Okay.
And what kills you is like CC. It's like damage rarely kills you. Like examples of damage killing you is like Zed, right? It's, or Talon or Katarina. But examples of CC killing you, everyone has it. Like this guy has pillar behind you. That's the way you die. TF gold card in a bad spot. Nautilus hook, right?
Yep.
So in this lane, all you have to do is watch out for this pillar, and then this is a free lane.
Yeah.
So, but so far so good, right? This is like
Yeah, I mean it's
doing
fine.
pretty
Like
well.
from it, like this is where I wanted to miss that CS because I didn't see him right away. Like
That's
I wasn't aware of Lee Sin.
That's
But
completely fine. That's good. That's good. Better safe than sorry, right? That one CS isn't gonna win you or lose the game.
because I'm like I don't have heal, and if I just get pillared and Lee's there, like I'm dead even with flash.
Yeah. So now at this point, you want to keep it to your side of the lane because TF is gonna have 6.
Yeah.
Warding.
I could actually ward.
Good.
Misclick the first time.
I could probably speed it up. Okay, what's going on here?
Just like small trades where bio cuts off Braum.
Yeah, there's not much to say about this. It's just like, all right, seems good. This is in a good spot, right? No way you can die. Ezra's probably gonna want to back. Oh, he doesn't back. All right. One thing you can do is usually when they do this, right? You recognize that the AD carry is probably gonna want to back on something like this. So what you can do is make him stay by trying to freeze this, because he's gonna lose hella minions. He just like walks up or whatever, but Biofrost is already like trying to back. So this is a mistake by them. If you guys can get this freeze off.
Yeah, because what I was thinking, what was going through my head right there is just like I just needed to prep the wave because I see like all this like needing or like all this CS kind of needs prepped. Like, but
True, but he can do that for you.
Yeah, we shove in this next wave. I'm pretty sure because I noticed it backed.
Okay, that's good.
Braum will, I should have pinged the Braum to help me push, but
one tip that I learned recently is the way Bang does it is that he stands above the wave and volleys all the minions.
So he gets
when he pushes, right? When he wants like the push advantage, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, he'll stand up in this area, volley all of them, and then like auto attack. Or if he's trying to push like this, he'll stand to the side and volley, right? Because it's just like hard to volley through all these minions and whatever. So
yeah,
that was a good push, going for the Blade of the Ring King. So far so good.
Yeah, so do you normally go Essence if there's not a tank, and then you just go Bork, Black Cleaver if there's a tank like Nautilus or something?
Nah,
or does it I
just do Bork
always?
all the time now.
Okay.
The Essence just feels so bad. I just feel
Because
useless.
I just feel like I'm an ulti bot when I play Ashe. Like I feel like that's just my play style with it, but I don't know.
That's pretty much how you have to play Ashe. I don't know. Ashe, Varus, they're mostly like, do you land your ult, and then if you do, it's like good.
Yeah. I mean, I think I misclicked my ult once, where like you'll see later in the VOD. It was pretty funny. I don't know how I misclicked it, and like it would have netted us, I think, maybe one more kill, but.
Okay, you have your ultimate. Good.
I have a really good ult with my first ult here, though.
It's just so awkward how your mid's getting pushed in all the time, so you have to be afraid of TF.
That's why I'm like mostly trying not to push, and I'm just like farming it out, just because like I'm confident later that like we can make picks on TF because we have Ahri Ashe. So
yeah, this is very good so far. It's like no major mistakes, right? Playing the lane correctly. So be careful about this situation. This burns your flash, right? Because
we have 5 range.
He puts the pillar here. You have to flash because Lee Sin's here or something stupid like that.
Okay.
Always be careful about like walls and stuff. I don't know. This is kind of awkward because this is like Trundle specific, but Yeah, when I see this, I'm always paranoid that this guy's gonna pillar behind me, right? Because
Yep.
if he does that, that's you've lost the summoner, like 100%. Should be at least.
Yeah, because like right now, like you can see, or TF was missing for like that split second that they were pinging.
Yeah, he's like this guy's always gonna be aiming you. They're never gonna aim Braum because Braum can jump to you. So
Yep.
as long as you're aware of that, everything is Gucci. Okay, you see Lee, so that's good. Now you have to. Now you don't have to be afraid. As long as TF can't port down here.
Yeah.
So far so good. So far so good. The whole volley thing. I think we already went over that, but
Yeah. I was just trying to push it in.
always use if you're gonna volley to push it in.
Do you want to try to hit them too?
Yeah. Like you know, right? So
Yeah.
so far literally not much. Okay, so this arrow, I think you hit them. Wow, that
Yep.
was nice. Okay,
Because I'll get an assist here.
nice. That was good. Whew, paid off. There's just no way you can lose this lane, honestly. Like, Braum, there's no way they can kill you. Okay,
Trust
here
me,
we
man.
go.
We throw. Just...
When I see this, I just think that even though you are hitting this guy, I don't think you guys can. I don't know. It can go either way, but I'm thinking that there are too many minions here.
Yeah. So like I just start
Oh,
backing
yeah,
off, and then
okay.
TF comes through.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I think this is fine. Like,
trust me.
Braum like killed himself. So it's just that beat like when you're fighting, always like have the goal in mind, right? Okay, so you see this, you're like, okay, this is a good trade, but what's the risk? The risk is dying because TF can all.
I thought TF would have backed because of like just the fight mid, and so I wasn't super like. I wasn't like confident he backed or anything, but since I didn't like since we were fighting, like I couldn't check on how the fight went.
True.
But as soon as we got this like double auto, it was just like we win this fight type of deal.
It's always hard to say because globals are hard to keep track of. But
Yeah.
as a general rule, if you can't find a way to kill these guys, or if it's like not absolutely free, you should try and avoid fighting, right? Because when I see this, I'm like, there's no way you guys kill them, right? They just walk away.
Yeah.
How do you if you had arrow, that's a different story. But
Yeah.
there's just this when he plays up like this, I'm like, all right, something's going on here. Like, there's no way this Ezreal has to back off. He comes in, we 2v1. There's no way they win. So why are they fighting, right? There's no way we win. There's no way they win. What's going on here? And it's because they have a gank coming. But it's kind of a weird game to watch because globals and stuff. But honestly, this is a fine result, right? This is you didn't die, so that's all good.
You might want to hold up on that.
Okay, here you definitely don't stay.
Yeah, I was trying to like. I knew I was kind of dead here, but I thought I could kill TF even if I didn't flash, because like I was scared that he would flash after me and I would still be dead.
So,
but
okay,
I
you're
shouldn't
thinking
have,
you could like kill someone here, right?
Not so much like kill someone here. Like as soon as I autoed Ezreal, I was like, all right, gold card is down, pillar is down, so like I'm fine to go for this auto. And then I start walking back, but then I think I go for one more auto, which was really greedy. Yeah, right here.
I would just say that as an AD carry, you don't want to hit anyone unless you know you can't die, right?
Okay.
And so when I see this, it's like they're like just danger bells going off in my head, right? Even if you get the damage off, well, like what's the goal here, right? And then you still have to back off, and they take the tower, and the auto attack didn't matter. It only put you at risk. So whenever, especially on Ashe, whenever you're like fighting people, you don't want to fight unless you have arrow, and unless it's like no way you can die and free auto attacks. Like you just want to spam volley at a distance until those conditions are met. Either you have arrow and you can do something, or you literally cannot die. So when in doubt, just like back off. Honestly, like dying is super bad because you just like lose all pressure.
Yeah, you lose that wave too.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're gonna lose this wave anyways. It's just that if you die here, they can dragon, right?
Yeah.
They just like.
So like
they
I got
reset,
the
go
for the
dragon.
heal and exhaust. He would have died without it, so I was kind of just like, I can trade with TF if he gold cards me, but then I didn't still respect like the heal exhaust.
This TF, like they could have played it like 100 different ways, right? They could have just walked up to you. You could have walked up along this line. There's just no way you're gonna win this, right? So you just have to recognize when you have to run. It's like
Yeah.
hard at first, but for AD carry, it's all about like not dying to anything, and it's like it sounds stupid, but that's just the reality of the role right now. Or actually,
Yeah.
just like in the last season, right? There's just nothing you can do there, so you just have to leave. If Braum dies for free, it's like, all right, well, you got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Here, going bot the farm is good, right? What you can do is, if your team is not trying to do anything proactive, you can sit here and just last hit.
Yeah.
Instead
I
of
just
pushing.
volleyed to like try to get those last CS, but
Okay, that's good.
we have mid tower down, so it's just like it's gonna accelerate the game pretty fast, especially with Ari.
When you're trying to, yeah. So the trick for getting extra waves is, if you know that the wave is like mirroring your own wave, right? So you're like,
Yeah.
that their wave is over here. So what you can do is, if you're trying to get this wave and the next wave, you just last hit this wave and then push next, right? That's like the basic theory. To get an extra wave, you last hit, if it's safe in your spot, you just last hit the current wave, then push it next. The whole goal is trying to push it past the river, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, something's going on. So it's kind of interesting. Okay, yeah. So, cannon wave's gonna meet at your tower. Wow, I don't know what's going on. Okay, for these arrows, the cross map arrows are like nice, but just
They're
make
just
sure
not worth it.
Yeah, exactly. It's gotta hit, right?
Yeah.
Like if you have 90 seconds
that-
on arrow, it's just how do you fight this red now? Well, it's not how do you fight the red, but you could have gotten something out of that. Like maybe you could dive mid here. You could probably kill that Ezreal.
Yeah, and see, I didn't push that second wave like you were talking about. How you like last hit the wave and then push the next one.
Exactly. That's where you're missing the farm. Like this would be 110 now, at 12 minutes, which is really good, right? So,
Yeah.
This tower, going for this tower. All right, I guess TF show top. So this is actually gonna work. Not bad. Here, I'm thinking you just go farm bot or you farm top or whatever. Put a ward down.
Because I didn't know if we wanted to
top.
swap top.
Okay. So far, so good. Skip for. Okay. Here, I know you want to buy the Blade of the Ring King, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess this is fine. Resetting after the tower is fine. Okay, here.
See, like, I just don't know where to be, I feel like, especially against TF. Because, like, it always feels like when I'm playing Ashe, my jungler takes a side lane, my top lane takes a side lane, and then I'm grouped with our mid, and then the mid takes the farm.
Yeah, it's pretty bullshit. But that's what happens in solo queue. So this is the default, right? Okay, so the default is AD carry runs mid after like they back or spawn, and then you stay mid unless you see something else. So like if you see you need to clear this farm, you go down or you go up to help or whatever. But you always go mid first. So this is good.
Yeah.
So you see whatever this is happening. You see TF is over here. What I would do is I would just go clear this real quick if Ari is just gonna not go bot, right? Because if it's 1v1, you're gonna win against TF, right? Unless he kills you with that gold card, you're gonna win. And as long as you make sure Lee's not here to back him up, you can do that. But like you guys gonna lose farm if this is just ARAM here.
Yeah, it's kind of what happens a little bit.
Yeah, if there's no danger mid, pretty much if there's like no danger mid, you just go farm bot really quick and then come mid.
Okay.
Yeah. Skip forward here. This is a dangerous spot because you don't have Kha'Zix. This is dangerous in my opinion, but
See, but it's always the 1-3-1. It's like whenever I'm playing Ashe, this always happens.
Okay, rotating into their jungle, getting a free blue. Wow, something's going on bot. Oh, hold on,
Yeah,
let's watch
I don't.
this.
Jace shouldn't have TP'd out.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, but okay, hitting this guy for free. Good. Okay, good arrow. Okay, the only reason this goes
this
wrong
is
is
when I
because
need back out.
it's like numbers advantage, right? I think. What's going on? Wait, where's their Ezreal? Oh, they 2v2'd over there. Let's watch this. My bad. I was looking at the map.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, this is good. This is kind of awkward in that I don't see how you're supposed to win this.
Yeah, I shouldn't have walked up. I thought Ari was still here. Nice. He shoots back in.
let's
See,
back it up.
I was tunneling.
So this is kind of like this is one of the general rules for team fighting as an AD carry, right? Okay, so you don't hit anyone unless it's free. You can't die for it, or you see exactly how you're gonna kill them. right?
Okay.
So sure, this arrow is good. Sure, we can. This is all acceptable. Now we get to this point. This already dies for like free, basically. How do you kill them, right? I like, and like my initial thoughts are I see no way to fight them without dying, right?
Yeah.
Sure, you can get like damage off, but trying to fight for like getting a health advantage or like damage or like whatever this is, it's like not consistent, right? As an AD carry, you always want consistent fights. Here, you should just back off. There's just
Yeah.
for me, I personally see no way you can kill them. You are like doing damage to this guy, but if he walks away, you have no way to chase, right?
Yeah. It's best to just pop bork and run here.
Yeah, there's just nothing
Say
you
like
can
I
do.
shouldn't have turned back.
This should be a death, I think, but I think it was just lucky that his Q was on cooldown or something. Whenever you can't see a way to like immediately kill them, you should just like play safe, right? Because you just like end up dying, right? This gives up too much for a team fight. You could have like left alone, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I think the arrow was like it made sense that you wanted to go for that. Let me watch. I think Ari, I don't know what happened, but
Yeah, she went on Nautilus, which was the main problem.
yeah, it's
I
kind of
think.
weird.
And then
right, that's
she
kinda,
like I like saw TF, and then I think later we talk about it, and I was like, "Don't go on Nautilus," and she's like, "I charmed TF," and I was like, "Wait, what?" It's like,
yeah, I think honestly the arrow thing is fine. It's just that it's more about staying alive, pretty much. Like you just can't fight, especially on Ashe. It's just like whenever you watch LCS and stuff, the people who play Ashe will always die when they try and like fight without like a clear plan in mind, right?
okay.
If you can't see it in your head, if you can't see exactly how you're gonna kill them, you should not fight, right? It just goes for every single fight. Play to live, to the extreme, so that you never die, right? You could argue that just running away and staying alive was a better outcome than this, right? So the whole goal as an AD carry is to not die. It's not to do damage. Trust me, the damage doesn't matter. It's about CCing the person at the right time and getting free damage if possible. If it's not possible, that's not your fault, right? If it's literally not possible for you to hit them without dying, don't do it. That's why AD carries have such trouble against like Talon and Zed and Katarina and Rengar, because they're thinking, yo, I should just hit this guy. But when they do, they get instantly blown up by an assassin on the flank, right? So the hardest thing to teach is to teach restraint. And as an AD carry, you need like restraint to stay alive in fights. So this is good. This is good. Going to the side wave is good. This is the whole last hit and then push the next thing I was talking about. Your team doesn't need you for the foreseeable future. No one really gives a shit about Rift Herald. Maybe you guys can fight it, maybe not. But Jace is gonna go clear bot, right? You just wait for Brum to give you vision. If you push this, it's kind of dangerous. You don't know what's going on over here. So when I see this, I'll just last hit. Okay, stop, and then I just last hit this. And then when you decide your team needs you, immediately push and then go. Okay. Yeah. So if your team does not need you, you just farm. So this is probably one of the reasons why you seem to be lacking CS. Yeah. So you could get like another wave here. Don't do jungle camps.
I realized I'm so weak, but I was like, I'm already committed. I didn't like. I still am like not knowing my damage completely. I just want to be like proficient in both roles.
If you ever watch like Korean replays, they never do jungle camps unless only in like rare circumstances. When you can like farm this wave, you shouldn't be doing a camp, right? Okay. And like never do Krugs. This shit takes so long. It's actually like AIDS. I don't know why Riot made this camp, but like you lost 6 minions here, right? It was not worth it. So if you want to back it up, if you want to like get that like CS numbers up, it just goes back to here. Last hit this, last hit the next wave, right? As long as you're safe from a gank, you just continue last hitting. Team needs you, push and run. Or
like what you were saying, it wasn't a bit like I would have been at like 109 if I would have done it the first time, and or at like 11 or 12 minutes, and then now it's like 15 minutes. I'm hitting that 109.
Exactly. You would have pretty much perfect farm for those two scenarios, right? If you had farmed those, right? Look at all these minions you're losing up here. That's another 6, right? So.
Because like I mean, it makes a big wave where they have to grab something, so it's like, can we make a pick with arrow? But yeah, then it kind of just fiestas.
Okay, following your team, this is good. Someone else should go top now, like a solo laner. You should just try and tell Ari to go to a side lane if she'll listen. Going bot. This is fine. This is like all good. You're getting this farm.
Yeah, this is pretty risky. Oh no, you see TF mid. Never mind.
Should be fine. You have your Braum coming up. Stay away from this Lee Sin because TF is here now. You just when I see this now, they're both on Rift Herald. You can't farm this. You just sit at tower.
Okay.
Always be careful about the numbers advantage thing. Like they can force on. They can like do this the dumbest thing possible. Like TF flash into like Braum, and it'll work because you guys are missing 2 people. So
Okay.
definitely give up that dragon. Right? I don't know what Ari is doing, but she should not be there. So yeah, the pushing thing here, same thing. You just want to last hit, right?
Okay.
You want to last hit until you know your team needs you. When I see you push this, your team doesn't need you. You guys are doing like Rift Herald or whatever. This dragon's gone completely. You just want to sit here and either make them dive you to stop you from freezing this, or you just get all this farm and then push and then go help your team, right?
Yeah.
It's just it's simple. It's just this one thing. After you can do this one thing once or twice, you just got it.
Okay.
So when in doubt, last hit.
Alright.
When in doubt, last hit. So I don't know what Braum's doing. He should not be here. Because warding that doesn't do anything. I'm sure you know.
They can just force it.
Yeah, it's like, I guess you guys get to watch them do it, but... Okay, good. Right, if you want to go back to the example, you're missing farm bot again. Okay, this is a good catch. Maybe. Okay, it's a good catch. Nice arrow. Yeah, like, I don't see... You have no problems with using arrow or anything. It's the dying and the farming thing, right?
Okay.
And the farming thing is less important than the dying thing, right? Like... Say you had okay, what's like 40 farm? Say you had 40 farm worth of gold more. It doesn't do anything, right? You would have killed that Trundle anyways, right?
Yeah.
It's more about how you play rather than the money. The money is nice, but I think your money is good enough to win these games, win all these games, win all these fights as long as you play the fights right. Money rarely becomes a factor. Only when it's like a huge lead does money change how you fight. Anyways, this is a free tower. Push another wave and back, right? Good. Buying the black cleaver. Seems good. You might want to buy boots earlier.
I couldn't debate if I wanted Mercs or Tabby, and then I just like put it off.
I see. It's just... I like boots a lot because it helps you run away.
Yeah.
Right? Rev helps you run away, helps you chase. So boots is like really good. Wow. Okay. Surrender vote. Someone's
that's Lesu.
Yeah.
He's so toxic.
Oh God. All right. Anyways, as long as they're not getting Baron, no one really cares. Okay. Probably. Okay, you're safe there. It's fine. Everything is fine. Just make sure wait until he comes back. Okay. Wow. Hold up. What's going on here? Wow. Look at these arrows, dude. Look at these arrows. This is perfect. Look at this. You can. Three out of 4 arrows were like godlike. This is really good. Just don't die. Now all I have to do is just don't die, and then you just like win every game as Ashe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm just like. I just feel like I'm an ulti bot though, and I feel like whenever I watch other Ashe players or something, it's like they still have good arrows, but yet they're just doing so much more than me, and they just know where to be.
No, trust me. Like you're doing as much as an Ashe can possibly do. All right.
Okay.
So as long as you now from here on, like as long as you stay with this playstyle and don't die, you're like good to go until challenger probably for Ashe only at least. It's pretty like you are an ulti bot. That's why people started playing Ashe and Varus is because everything else was useless. So you might as well be useful with an ultimate. Okay, this is dangerous. Okay. So everything I teach for AD carry is about staying alive, right? As you can tell.
Yeah.
So anytime you ever do something risky, I'm always like warning signs are going off for me at least. I'm like, all right, this Nihilus is just gonna flash over the wall and TF's gonna ult you. You're gonna be super sad. You can be out here if your whole team is behind you in fog of vision and you're baiting, but when you're in an isolated position like this, I just think you're gonna die. Like,
okay.
It's just if there's a chance of dying, you should not be there. If there's a chance of dying, right? Look at this. Look what's going on. It's exactly what I said, right? Like, if their team was a little bit more coordinated, you'd be dead before your team could react, right? So, even if this result is good, I think that you still shouldn't have been there. Wow, it's actually not going well.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You're gonna see the greedy Ashe come back in.
So, when I see this, I'm thinking, all right, there's no free damage to be had. You just spam volley until they run into you, basically. That's what Ashe does. You spam volley until they run into you, and then you press Q, and then they can't get away. That's all you do. Like
Okay.
it's rare that you ever make a play besides your arrow. It's rare that you ever make a play besides your arrow. When I see this, there's nothing to do. You just spam volley, right? You just stay away from all their ranges, spam volley. Right? Auto attack there is fine, right? That's free damage, but like there's nothing you can do. All you have to do is just not die. The reason why you guys lost that fight is because you were out there.
Yeah.
So that's like you literally couldn't have done anything else. You were just in a bad spot. Okay, here. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. So whenever there's zero chance of defending an objective or taking an objective safely, right? You just have to leave it, right? This is a 5v3 at best, 5v2 at worst. There's just no way you hold this tower, so you shouldn't be standing here. You can make the argument that you want to stall them, but the only way you really stall them is if you can kill this wave before they take the tower, and you can't. So when I see this, there's just like you just stay back until you see them go to Baron, and then maybe try and fight Baron. But
Yeah.
you're just gonna die here, right? There's just no way.
Yeah,
for
he
you
got
to
a
get
good
out,
kick there.
right? Even if you survive and lose your flash, it's not worth. You just need to not be there, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. See, there's the less he's surrendered.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know, dude. You just gotta ignore those people. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
don't know why they're so mad, but pretty much just ignore those people. So okay, yeah. So like what I'm seeing is pretty much like positioning. Like your arrows are fine. Like your arrows are probably better than mine right now. Let's be real.
Yeah.
It's just you just gotta not die. You just gotta not die. There's like three deaths that have like quote unquote thrown the game. That's how I think of it. Like every time I die, it's a throw, right?
Yeah.
Like you guys lost a bunch of money. Every time you died, you guys lost a bunch of stuff. So, if you can, you should be happy with a game where you never die. If your team makes all the mistakes, you should be happy with that game. Okay, so when I see this, don't use arrow to save people.
Really?
Yes. Because even if you're this guy, it's like not gonna do anything. Let's be honest. Like
Yeah, because I guess he already gets the auto attack pre.
the theory behind solo queue is that you need to have insane value on your abilities in order to change the tide of the game, because you can't depend on your teammates. You don't know how good, like you can't depend on your enemy screwing up. So all you have to do is make sure that all your abilities are high value.
Okay.
Because this is like average to bad value, right? Like maybe in LCS, saving this guy with an arrow, maybe possible, but I just think that you're just never gonna save him with that arrow, anyways. So
Yeah.
always hold on to your arrow for like game-changing moments, like hitting the Trundle down here at Dragon, hitting the Ezreal, or like starting the fight mid. Those are game-changing, right? You win a fight, gold swing, you get vision control. Like that's like game-changing, right?
Yeah.
Save your abilities for game-changing moments. That's what you need to do. So the only arrows that I have like problems with are the arrows where you don't do that, right? All the other arrows were like really good. Maybe the cross map arrows are a little risky, but the arrows where you hit someone and like caught them out, those are like perfect. Like the arrow like that every time, you're gonna win the game. Like just be careful about using it for any other reason. So like here, this is just you wait for your team to spawn. You can't go up here.
Yeah, that's I guess I should have went bot for that farm, but I didn't want to like show bot and then they immediately Baron
Yeah,
because
you
three
can't go
people are
bot.
dead.
You can't go bot either. It's just unfortunate. You can't go top here either, right? Does TF5 ult? I don't even know.
No, TF just ulted on Braum.
If there's any chance of you dying, it shouldn't be there. Okay, they're doing Baron, so there's maybe a chance you guys can fight this. Oh wow, they're not doing Baron. Okay. So yeah, this is the whole last hit and push thing. In the later stages of the game, though, it becomes more dangerous to do the last hit and push kind of wave control, right? Because they can come onto you really fast.
Yeah.
So in the later stages of the game, this is correct. You just push and you run. But in the mid game, when they can't do that, you want to last hit and push, right? So this is good. I like that you push and get out of here because you can't stay that long without dying. Red is here.
I think we end up fighting for this or something. Oh no, it's coming. You'll see like my next Ashe ult is a misclick, and I don't know how it like freaking misclicked.
Okay, so an arrow like this will never work because
they see the minion wave.
No. Your team's just not there. If you hit him, best case scenario is you hit him, Ari jumps over, and Charm flashes ignites, and you guys are not going to kill him because you don't have the damage. And then once Ari does that, they either back off and come back with full health. You guys have no ults, or they just kill Ari, right? So when I see this, there's just no good outcome for this arrow. And even if your team was here, and those arrows are like nice to go for, you should at least let Ari come out to make him run in one direction. Like whenever someone's standing in the middle, right, in the middle area, they're like really good arrows to go for, but only if you know which direction they're going. Like this TF has like a bunch of different ways he can go. He can go up, he can go down, he's like 4 different directions he can go. So you can't guess that. The only time you can guess that if Ari comes out and he starts running in one direction, then you can like throw an arrow. But always save onto it. Like this is as Ashe, this is the only thing you can do during the game. That's like that's how stupid this champion is. You live and die by the arrow. So if this is your 20 LP, you want to hold on to that, right?
Yeah, because I think it was just like because I saw them all Baron, so I was like, oh, this is a free pick if it lands, because like we saw them all Baron. But like I said, I mean, I'm still learning the limits of just like damage and everything.
Remember that first it's gotta land, and second, is it like good time to fight? Like I don't know, you just need your team with you. It's just a numbers advantage thing, right? Going for initiations and arrows. So back for the Black Cleaver. That's fine. Gotta wait for an arrow before you can really do anything again. They're trying to bait Baron. There's no way they're gonna start it, right?
Yeah, no way.
You should recognize that they have no damage on it, so let them start it if they want. But if they start it, they're gonna lose. So all you gotta do is not get hooked or something stupid. Okay, your team's trying to like do something dumb. Here,
I guess I shouldn't even be right here because Nautilus Flash.
Exactly. Yeah, you just stand in a way where you cannot die no matter what happens. No matter what happens, you must stand in a position where you cannot die. So this is probably a position where you can die, right?
Yeah.
I think the thing to get across here is that you don't need to do damage, right? You don't need to do anything crazy. All you need to do is not die, land good arrows, and take the free handouts they give you, right? They walk up a little too far, hit them volley, whatever, but you cannot die, right?
Yeah.
So when I see this, you just like volley, but there's not much you can do. You know, hit this Lee Sin maybe, but you can't immediately kill him. That's Jace. Yeah. That's Jace's job. Jace can immediately kill him, so he should be looking for that play. But all you have to do is just maybe go for the stun, but don't die to this Nautilus or whatever's going on here, right?
Yeah.
So this is gonna be free, right? This Lee Sin already died. This guy's free. Look for the arrow now.
See, like, yeah, look at this, because like where my mouse is, and then I think I ult right here, and it goes the wrong way.
Oh.
I don't understand this. Like, was this just a bug, or my mouse was not? Because I tried to ult Ezreal here.
I think your mouse went to the mini map for a sec.
Did it?
Let's watch in slow mo.
Because like I was just super confused because like I was telling you earlier, it's like this would have netted us at least one more kill because it would have either hit Nautilus or Ezreal.
You're like, yeah, what the hell? Wait, what's going on here? Yeah, I don't really know. You were like hovering over your portrait and you like shot the wrong way or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Don't worry about that. Unless that happens every game.
That's kind of just weird. That was just like the first time it happened.
Okay.
I was just like, what the heck was that?
Yeah. That was good. Like that was a good team fight, right? No way you die. You literally didn't have to do anything. And to get more, you just needed to land the arrow, right?
Yeah.
All you have to do as an AD carry is not die and land your shit. That's the secret that AD carry mains don't want you to know, right? All you have to do is not die. Literally, just don't die. And it's like one thing you have to do, but it's hard. Okay, so this is like, maybe you can die, because TFO, right? Always be paranoid. You must pretend every game is like a horror movie. They're all trying to kill you, and you have to be super paranoid that they're all coming onto you immediately. So
yeah, that's why I gave up that farm and waited.
yeah, exactly. Right, like having another 1,000 gold really isn't gonna change anything, right? So it's not about the money. We already know that. It's not about the money. It's about how you play, right? So okay. So far so good. This is gonna be kind of hard to win fights because you don't really have a tank, but
yeah. That's why the arrow is so important for a team.
This is free. Should be free. Okay, free arrow. Okay, you just hit the closest guy, right? Don't hit the. Oh, this is awkward. Oh wow, that could have been you.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are gonna lose now. Oh, this is awkward. All right, this is just like team comp. As long as you don't die, you can still save this though, right? Okay, wow. Yeah, see, look at this. You don't have to do anything, right? You don't have to. All you have to do is not die and land your arrow. Just like I said, don't die. Land your arrow. Imagine if you hadn't thrown those 3 times. This game would be over. You guys still won, but this would have been like 10 minutes ago.
Way cleaner.
Right? And there was no way you would have like not given the enemy any opportunity to like capitalize on you throwing, right? Like laning was fine, right? You did your job. You like got the CS, you didn't die, you didn't like get chunked out or anything. The farming, you know, maybe can be improved with the last hit thing and then push, but your arrows were good. Just be careful when missing, if that makes any sense. You know what to look for, right? It's obvious that you know what to look for. You did it like a bunch of times. Just don't miss, because that's the only thing you can do as Ashe.
Yeah.
Right. You don't really need to do damage. The reason why like Ashe builds damage is in the case that they do something absolutely stupid and then you can kill them for free, right? That's the reason why you don't build like AP or some stupid shit. Is because you can get those free auto attacks. Also, I
think we just back after this wave.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Or do we get greedy? Oh no, we don't. Wow.
This can.
Oh yeah, I wanted
dicey.
to back.
That's if you think you should back, you should stay. This is good, right? The fact that you were not hitting this inhibitor is good, because you can die if you hit this thing. So
yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Nice. Hold up. Let's back it up. Okay. If you want to go back to this. Unless you guys can immediately kill this TF, I wouldn't have arrowed him, honestly.
Okay. I just wanted to already get out. I didn't know if she had another ult.
Okay, fair. But remember the whole value thing. The whole sure saving her might have been like good in like a competitive game, but in solo queue when the arrow is like your only tool to be able to do anything, probably want to save it.
All right.
Save it for maximum value. Right. Okay. I don't really see how you win. You just run away here. There's literally nothing you guys can do. Nothing you can do personally, because you have no mana. All you can do is just hit the closest guy, right? Okay. Chase. Questionable, but it can work. Nice. Okay. Wow. Easy. You guys go bot. Seems good. Alright, the game should be pretty free from here on out. Let's watch this.
Yeah, I thought we had Ari, and he jumped over, and I was like, oh, he's going, and then blast coned.
That's a nice try. I wouldn't fault you for that one. It looked like you were gonna get him, right? So
yeah.
I probably would have arrowed as well, but yeah, like don't worry about those. But worry about the ones where you go for like the cross map shots, or you're shooting,
or the saves. You're
shooting when they can like go multiple directions, right? You need to hit it, and you need to hit it on a high value target. Like it's got to change the fight. That's what you should be thinking. It's got to change the game every time you use an arrow, right? Oh wow, what's going on here? So you hit the closest guy. Make sure you can't die. You may or may not lose this because Ari's late to the fight. You probably win this though, because this is just free damage on this guy, right? All you have to do is not die and you win. Like, look at this. Look how much damage you're doing just by playing safe, right? You don't have to do anything crazy. You literally do not have to make any plays. You need to make 0 plays. All you gotta do is land arrow, at least on Ashe, right? So this is like really like this. What is this, Penta? Jesus Christ.
Only.
It was close. It was close, right? That was good. Like it's a prime example of showing that you didn't have to do anything fancy. You gotta hit the closest guy, make sure you don't die. And the whole game arrows. And then for the farm, if you want to work on farming, it's like mid game or early game, last hit current wave, push the next, right? The way you can judge if you can do that like farm strategy is, are you safe standing here and only last hitting? Can they like come gank me while I'm doing that? If they can't, that's what you do, right? Right. If we go back to one of these examples, did not write it down, but you know what I mean though, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to go back and review, or any concepts you want to go over?
When you prep a wave, like if you wanted to set up a freeze, so like say if they get the tower and then their bot lane, let's say they're pretty stupid and they don't like go mid immediately and try to push down mid. Mm-hmm. Like if you're trying to just set up a freeze and like you want to create like a super wave or something, like how do you set up like certain waves? Okay. I still don't know like wave management.
So these are the basic waves, right? This is a pushing wave, a slow pushing wave. A slow pushing wave is when you got like a bunch of minions, right? And then a freeze, right? Which is like pushing wave for the other team. So the way you do a like a regular push, you know how to do that. You just push all the minions, whatever.
Yeah.
Your slow push is when the minions are guaranteed to push no matter what you do. You AFK 5 minutes, the minions are already pushing. What you do is just last hit. Just get the last hits, and it'll create a huge wave, right? And then for a freeze, the enemy wave is pushing into you, and you don't. No matter what you do, it's gonna keep pushing. So all you have to do is stand there and only last hit, right? So in these cases, if you want to make a huge wave, you last hit. If you want to freeze, you last hit, right? That's how you know. Like here, this is gonna slow push, right? I can tell by like the minion number minions, whatever. If you just only last hit, you will be safe from a gank, and you're gonna slow push it into their tower, and you're gonna get maximum number of farm possible. So that's why that's why I already immediately know you should just last hit these.
Yeah, because I thought I was gonna miss those 2 CS, so I didn't think it was like worth it, or like I thought it was worth it to W, but then right here it's just I immediately pushed it, and then I was just like, well, now I gotta push now because no matter what I do, it's gonna push into them.
Yeah. Just when in doubt, last hit. When in doubt, last hit. That's what I try and tell people. Right. Yeah. So if you had last hit this, you would have gone like 2 extra waves, and then like the cannon wave, and then go hub dragon or something like that. As long as you cannot die. That's the important thing. As long as there's no danger of you dying. Right. There's no danger of you dying. Last hitting in this spot. Right. You got wards here. They're not gonna lane gank with Ezreal Trundle. Like probably not. And if they do, your team can rotate fast enough to get those kills. Right. So absolutely safe. You can just last hit here. When in doubt, last hit. When in doubt, last hit. And I think you do just fine. I like this. Like as an AD carry, this looks pretty good to me. Right. All you have to do is like don't fight unless you cannot die. That's the main thing here. Don't fight unless you cannot die. I think your arrows, they're like 75% of them are game changing, and that's like good enough to get to climb, right? But the dying thing is like big. Those are like big throws, honestly.
Because I feel like I just like don't know my limits of like when I'm safe and not. Because like I don't expect, like I'm not respecting like, all right, if he flash hooks me, all right, if he flash TF gold cards, like what happens to me is I think the main thing. Because like when I'm playing support or something, like I'm willing to take those for my ADC, and so it's like it's different. Like it's completely different. Like I should be taking these.
Yeah. So the way to think about it as an AD carry is that you don't want to get hit by any of those ever, unless you have a plan, right? So what I mean by plan is, do you have a counter to that thing? So like you're saying TF gold card flash, but the plan is you have a QSS. So the instant he does that, you QSS. That's countered, right? But if you don't have a QSS, you don't want to get hit by that, right? Unless you know you cannot die for whatever reason.
Yeah, or it baits him in or something.
Or something like that, right? But in 95 times out of 100, you stay out of range of all those things until they're used. And that's the hardest part about AD carry is watching the whole team fight and then figuring out, all right, what kills me? You know, like Sona ult and like Nautilus hook. All right, are those gone yet? And if they are, you're free to like do whatever you want, right? But if they're not, you have to assume they're gonna use it on you, right? So be super paranoid.
Because like I'm always scared to like push sideways just because I'm like I always think my team are like really stupid, and it's like they're gonna fight without me 100%. They do it every time. Like they're just gonna die and just like engage, and like they're gonna siege a turret when like top is bought and I'm farming a top wave or something. It's like I hate like splitting it as ADC because I know it happens so much. Like, do I just need to get over that and just like play for yourself and just farm?
You pretty much, the way to think about solo queue is if your team is like has an IQ of 50, dude, let them like kill themselves. It's like whatever. That's nothing to do with you. All you gotta do is make sure that you're playing correctly, right?
Okay.
If you're like you're saying, if you're like clearing a bot wave and your team engages 4v5 mid, absolutely not your fault. Like that's their fault. You don't have to worry about that. There's no blame on you. You should be happy with that result because you didn't make any mistakes. It's when that
because it's not going to happen every game.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to happen every game, right? It's actually going to happen like fewer games than most because assumingly people don't do that shit, right? Like if they play that scenario 95 times out of 100, they're going to realize that you're a bot, but they have one brain fart and they kill themselves. That's whatever. But if you make the mistake, then it becomes a problem because those repeat themselves every game, right? So if you play, you should be happy with how you play. Don't worry about anyone else. Especially playing like bot lane is like pretty AIDS because sometimes your lane partner like doesn't know what they're doing or something like that. Don't worry about that. As long as you're playing correctly, you should be happy with the result. That's my advice there. Right.
All right. Because I mean, most of my Ashe games are like pretty like for the most part are pretty low death, but also pretty low kills. And I don't know if that's just because like I'll hit like a game changing ult and that just like wins the game off of it. But I feel like I'm like not in a ton of fights and I don't do like a ton of damage, but I'm still getting wins on Ashe or something. Like I think I have like a 60% or like 65% win rate on her.
Yeah, that's.
And so like whenever I get ADC, I just like default to Ashe because like I'm comfortable with her, and like I can play Lucian, I can play Jhin, like especially with the Varus Jhin meta, like that was so easy to play. Like if I got filled ADC, like if you get Varus, you just win.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like you said, you don't have to. You have you're saying you have like 60-something% win rate. That's like really good, and you're saying how, you feel like you're not even doing damage. That's like a good thing, because if you're doing damage every game, probably something wrong, right?
Yeah.
If you're trying to go for the damage, there's something wrong. It's always about being safe. It's always about being safe. Every AD carry, honestly, it's always about being safe. And getting high value abilities, right? Like this, like as long as imagine, like these 3 fights. Imagine if you didn't die, it's perfect game, almost. Just fix on the arrows, right? Honestly, like it's pretty good Ashe. In all things, this is like an ADC thing, like not dying to stuff. When I see this, you should recognize that when.
Yeah, it's right there was to back out, but then Ari went in, so like I just kind of followed because like instinct, like you see someone go in.
Yeah.
But like I completely overstayed right here because like I thought I could turn this for a second because like Nautilus was so low because like I was like, all right, 2 autos and a W kills Nautilus right here. Like I wanted that one more auto, but as soon as he shielded, I like.
It baited, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Unless you have a clear plan, you can't fight. Right, you can't fight.
Right.
Have you seen my team fighting breakdown thing on Reddit or whatever?
Which one? Like, because I've been watching like your recent of like coaching at like other Elo players and whatnot, and like other stuff, but I don't think I've seen your team fight one.
Let me see. This is actually Ashe, so it's perfect. Let me see if there is an example. Here we go. So this is Ashe.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Okay, yeah. So
you just kind of like waited out
I literally
the entire time.
I just fucking stand in the back. Look at this. I'm not even auto attacking. I'm not even auto attacking them. Right. This is actually in the same jungle position too.
You wait for TF to
gold. Like spam volley. This guy, you just free hits. Right. He literally cannot do anything. If this guy's faker, he can't do anything. Right.
Yeah.
Because he uses gold card. Right. Change target. Sure. Whatever. But at the whole time I'm fighting this. Right.
You had a good flash over the wall here.
Cannot die. That's the important thing to note, is that no matter, like, the whole time, there was 0 chance of them killing me, right? They could have all been LCS players, and they couldn't kill me, right?
Yeah.
That's the important thing to note, is that no matter what they did, they couldn't kill me. That's what we should. That's what we should go for.
All right.
In these fights, I think that your arrows are good enough. You don't have to worry about that until later. But what you should focus on per game, like if you want to improve as an AD carry, every time you go into game for like until this gets better, is think to yourself, I'm not going to fight unless I know exactly how they die, or I cannot die myself, right?
Okay.
Cannot die. Number 1, cannot die. And number 2, if you change that plan of cannot die, you know exactly how the game is going to play out. You know how exactly the fight's going to play out, right?
Yeah.
Of course, keep in the back of your head that arrow is like all you're good for, so don't miss that shit, right? So I think that'll definitely, like, you'll definitely, like, win a lot more. I don't know if you even need coaching, because it looks like you're winning games still. So
yeah.
But that's honestly what you should work on. Like the number of deaths, this is good. Like less than 4, pretty much is good.
Yeah.
Right. You don't need kills. You don't need damage. You just need to win.
Yeah.
And this is how you win. So looks good. Looks good to me. For the farming thing, if you really want to work in that, go for it. But that farm, if you had perfect farm, it would not have changed the game, right?
Yeah.
So that's like minor thing to worry about, in my opinion.
All right. Because it was just like, I've always played support. I've always had fun playing ADC, but I was always like nervous to play it in solo queue. And it's just like I wanted to be proficient at both roles, because like I know so many other support mains, like they're just god awful if they get off rolled. Like it's just hilarious.
You are
like
so right. Oh god. Oh god.
It's like I can mid if I have to, but like I can't jungle and I can't top. Like I can, like obviously you can play them and like you play to not feed, but you're gonna lose lane like almost 100%.
Yeah.
But it's like I want to be proficient like at another role that I can like. I know I can still win. Like still have like that 55% chance of winning, even if I get like ADC or something.
This is a good start for sure, right? Like damn, pretty impressed for the most part. Oh wow, this game you got against High and Mad Life.
Oh yeah, that was brutal. We got invaded. We died like level 1 or something. Like 2 of us died, and then Pants popped off. Like he was like 26 and like 3 or something. We still couldn't win the game.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, 26 and 5.
Yeah, whenever you see stuff like this, it's just like, yeah, don't worry about that shit.
But
It's
it's like they just
unfair.
run you down, dude. Like, what do you do against Olaf Rumble?
Yeah, it's about the whole playing to live kind of thing. I don't know. That's why the whole Olaf Hecarim like meta was like AIDS for AD carry, because the position where you had to be at to not die was like super far back, and most players are not willing to do that because they think that's like stupid or something, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you have it. Anyways, anything else you want to go over? I think we have like 5 minutes left.
I think that's about it. I mean, like, kind of understands what I was kind of looking for. It was just mostly like, I thought to myself I felt useless, and I needed like, because I think I was just more in the like solo queue mindset of like I need to carry this game. But it's like if you're playing Ashe, it's like you just more look for those impactful ults, and then just like, I mean, obviously you can try to win lane and like get a CS lead, because Ashe isn't like super bad in lane because like you have the volley auto trade. But it kind of like depends. I don't know. I just like felt super useless every time I played ADC, and I wasn't sure if it was just like me being way too passive or just like, I don't know.
The mindset for carrying solo queue, especially when you're ahead and your whole team is feeding, the mindset shouldn't be like, oh, I need to carry this game or we're gonna lose. It should be that, oh, if I die, we lose, right? So I shouldn't die.
Okay.
That's what I personally think. Other people might disagree, but whenever I'm like 15-0 on Twitch and like my whole team is like 0-20 combined, the games I win are the games where I do not die a single team fight and then we win. The games I lose are I make one mistake and the game's over, right?
Yeah.
And sure, that's like unfair because one mistake by me and the game's over because my team failed. But that's just reality of solo queue. Actually, that's actually like life, you know. Like what can you do? You just gotta do your best, right? So
Yeah.
Whenever you're in that mindset, I would suggest thinking, you gotta live. Like if you don't die, you play perfectly. If you play perfectly and you lose, that's 100% good, right? That's because that's training. That's like training to play perfect. It's like, sure, if you get 4 literally boosted players on your team, you're gonna lose 100%, right? So don't worry about those games, because if you play at a perfect level, you're gonna win like more games than not, right? No one can win every game. No one can win every game.
Yeah, it's kind of like the unlucky games that you have that just like top goes 0-5, mid goes 0-5. Like, it's nothing you can do, but it's not going to happen every game as long as you're playing consistent. Obviously, you'll climb.
Exactly. Don't worry about those games. Yeah. So I think you will do super well. Like this replay was really good besides those deaths, right? So
yeah.
If you can fix those, boom, easy. Like this is this is game changing, right?
Yeah.
Like it's very clear that your Ashe arrows are like good. So as long as you never die, easy money.
All right.
Yeah, I hope that helped.
Yeah, that's a lot of what kind of I was looking for, was mostly like where to be, like, do I push these lanes, and just like, because I was kind of just going through like that identity crisis of like, I'm not playing support, like I'm playing ADC, like it's completely different. Like instead of like letting my ADC farm this wave at certain times, like I'm getting deep wards and stuff. It's like I'm the one farming the wave now.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Just like, it's just really weird.
But yeah, it looks good, honestly, from my perspective. So,
all right.
Good luck in your games.
Thanks, man.
Are you aiming for like challenger?
I mean, I've been challenger support in season 4 and 5. Like, I never stayed in there, but like I've gotten there, and then like I would just, I don't know, you'd hit challenger and just like that drive was just not there. Like the meta would switch, and I was just like, I don't enjoy playing Janna. Like freaking, I mean, I can play Karma and Janna in them, but I just prefer like Thresh Bard, and like, I don't know, they're just way more fun champs.
I know what you mean. But all right, well, hopefully this was helpful to you. Do you mind if I upload this to YouTube or nah?
No, you're good. You can upload it.
Cool. Sounds good. I'll send you the link when it's all ready to go. But if you have any questions on Discord, anything at all, feel free to message me. You can use me as a resource. You know, you have like a question, you know, should I push this wave or not? Feel free to ask. I'll always answer. All right, sound good?
Yeah, I might come back for like other champs if I need. Like, I'm just hard struggling on like certain champs. Like, if you look at my Kate win rate, I just don't win on Kate, and I don't know if it's just like since I don't attack move, like.
Nah, that champion sucks. Don't play that.
All right, yeah, I don't know, dude.
I spend so much time trying to learn this shit. This champ is trash. Don't play this. it's too hard to play. So yeah,
Yeah.
play the easy stuff, and then if you want help on the hard stuff, I'm here. But I would recommend no one play this champion.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But
have a good
all right.
one. I'm gonna probably stay streaming soon, so
All right.
I'll have to see you later.
All right. Peace, man. Thanks for the help.
Yep.